Let's take one more language and see how to construct push-down automata. So the language definition is like this. It contains all the strings of this form where n equal to m or n equal to 2m and n comma n are m are greater than or equal to 0. So how do we construct push-down automata to accept all these kind of strings? So we have to use stack, right? So here we need to check, suppose if we want to check this condition, how do we do that? We will push all the A's and see whether B's are matching with the A's or not, right? So every A will be pushed to stack, and when we get B, if we have A in the stack, then we match, and when we reach end of input, suppose we have something like this, and when we reach end of input, if stack contains only bottom of stack, that is initial value, then we say that it's a valid string, right? But there are two conditions given. One is n equal to m or n can be 2m. That means this is also a valid string, or this is also a valid string, or this is also a valid string, right? So how do we check that? Here n is 4 and m is 2, so n equal to 2m. So how do we check whether any of these conditions are satisfied? Suppose in this case we are pushing all the A's. For every B we are popping 1A, then we reach end of input, but we still have some A's. That means, but we can't say that it's an invalid string, right? Because there is one more condition which needs to be checked. So suppose in this case, how do we say that it's a valid thing? For every B we have to pop 2 A's. So initially when we see first B, we don't know, after some A's, if we are getting first B, we don't know whether we are going to get half of the A's or equal number of A's, right? So that's why when we see the first B, we have to take two decisions. One is popping A for single B, other is popping 2 A's for single B. In both the cases we are doing pop operations, but there are two different pop operations now. So we have two paths the moment we see B in the input. One is pop A, the other is pop AA. Every A needs to be pushed to stack, but when we get B, we have to see whether we should pop 1A or 2B. But once we decide to pop single A, can we change our decision in the middle? That should not be done, because once we decide to pop single A for every B, then only we can check whether it is equal to M or not. If we in between, if we start popping 2 A's, then we will end up accepting string like this also, because for this B we pop 1A, for this B we are popping 2 A's. But it's an invalid string, right? So once we decide to take this path of popping single A, we should continue to stay in that. That means for every B we should pop only 1A. Whereas in this case, suppose if we decide to pop 2 A's, again same thing. That means for every B we have to continue to pop 2 A's. We should not change our paths in between, right? So but for first B we have two options to choose. So how do we construct push down automata? For that we'll see now. So we'll start with initial state Q0, and initially if at all we have any input symbol, that should start with A. So A on Z0, we want to push A on top of Z0. If we have A already in stack, still we need to push A. So we will be looping in this state. The moment we get B, we have two paths to choose, right? As we already discussed. So for first B, if we have A in the stack, then pop that and go to Q1, and here for every B we need to pop single A, because this path is popping 1A for 1B, and we go to a final state. If we reach end of an input and stack contains only Z0, then we go to a final state. What is the other path? For every B we want to pop 2 A's, right? So if we are getting B, if we have A, then we pop, then we go to a state Q2, again without any input we still pop A one more time, right? And that is same as popping two symbol for single symbol, and again for B we have to pop. So here if we see, for 1B we are popping 2 A's. Here we have consumed B, and without consuming any input symbol we popped one more time, and then we are going to a new state Q3. Again for 1B we popped A, but without reading anything we are popping. That means it is ensuring that we are popping 2 A's for every B. Then what is our acceptance criteria? Once we pop all the elements and once we reach end of input, if we don't have anything in the stack, then we say that it's a valid string. And there is one more thing, right? N and M can be 0. That means epsilon is also a valid string. That means we don't have any input and stack has only Z0. Then we should go to a final state. So this is the push down automata to accept this language. So far we have seen some cases where we don't know whether a particular symbol needs to be pushed or popped or neglected. But in this case we know that for B we need to pop A, but there are two things. Even while popping, either we can decide to pop single A or two A's. So that's why this is also a non-deterministic push down automata, because when you are at Q0 and you are getting B and top of stack is A, you have two moves. Either you can go to Q1 and pop, or you can go to Q2 and pop. From Q2 again there is a move on epsilon that it goes to Q3 and pop. Right? So that's why this is also a non-deterministic push down automata.